What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro duel video in Ranked, and due to popular demand, I'm going to be playing with my Mermail deck. This hand sucks balls though, strangely enough, but fortunately, that'll do it. That'll at least get me somewhere. This guy apparently isn't doing anything either? Question mark, which is strange because even though I've been taking a literal dump on my ranking score over the past few days by trying to play Dragunities and other nonsense, I'm still rather high because what I did was I spent an entire night and I just marathoned with Mermails, and I got to like an incredibly high ranking because of just going against PePe and Cosmo and playing the deck how I know it needs to be played. And I have a lot of faith in this deck. Not a lot of people do. I believe this deck definitely has something going for it that could make it very, very good. So he's going to pop those, but I'm not going to let him because I have Valor. So I'm going to Valor that, so now he'll probably exceed into something. And as long as I can get him to exceed before I have to flip this Abyss Sphere, then I can avoid getting Dwellered. That's going to be the key. It looks like I'm playing against myself here, but I'm actually just not, because there's something weird with DevPro's systems right now where like it swaps your cards around. Okay, so he's going into battle phase. Even if I do get Dwellered here, I think it's definitely not going to be fine if I get Dwellered here. What I can do is I can just take this damage, let him overlay into something, and then I'll be able to Abyss Sphere and like make Trishula, if that makes sense. Because I'll be able to Abyss Sphere into a 4, and I'll be able to Instant Fusion Nord and get Valor back, and then Abyss Sphere into a 4, and get, just make Trish, which will certainly help the situation I'm in. But honestly, I could draw like a Net Abyss, I could draw Diva, I could draw 1-for-1, I can draw a lot of cards that will make my hand very, very live. Or he could just be doing that. Now, if he's playing bottomless in his main deck, then this is going to be a potential issue. But if he's not, then we're going to be lit. We're going to be great. It's going to be fucking great. Oh my goodness. Great. Alright, so now what I can do is I can just get Pike, and I can search Diva, because Pike searches Diva, remember guys. Pro plays. No, we're not actually going to do that. I'm going to discard, well, I kind of need both of these, is the issue. Let's see, am I going to be able to put, let's see, I'll be able to send Dragoons, get Net Abyss. Megalo is top priority before Moulin Glace. Even though Moulin Glace would be amazing, I can actually just do something with it on my following turn anyway. So we're just going to get Undyne. Undyne will send Dragoons, which can get me Net Abyss, so now I'm open to drawing any water monster in my deck. Marksman. That's fairly good. This is actually going to be pretty good, because what I can do here is I can just go ahead and Instant Fusion here and force this. And I can force it by making, like, I can threaten with a Castel. Or I could just go ahead and go straight for Trish. Trish is also an option, and Trish invalidates time space. Broken. So this basically just plays through the Rafflesia, because he either stops it before I make Trish, or he just gets raped. It's very easy. Even though his hand wasn't great, mine wasn't either, but mine is just better at being not great. If that makes sense. So he's going to probably just Treacherous these two here, which is absolutely fine, because I can just summon Undyne, send Dragoons, get Net Abyss, and we're all just going to the races. Can this be used more than once per turn? Nope, once per turn. Broke my stroke. Alright. But yeah, like I said, I'm a huge believer in this deck. Not a lot of people are. But this Mermail deck is actually just really good. It's actually just insane, the amount of things you're able to do with this deck. Now, let's see. What I can do here is I can actually just go ahead and go for Net Abyss and try and... I can go for Heavy Infantry and like break his scales. But I don't think that's important because he already doesn't have anything in his extra deck. Yeah, we'll just get Net Abyss. Net Abyss Netabus, this contribute Undyne. I can get double attacks. I can set up with my nonsense. Even though I'm going to be losing the marksman in terms of value, it's honestly just fine. Well, actually, I can just get marksman and instead of dragoons, and marksman can attack and get dragoons damage. That's the play. Basically, I think it's not gonna be game even with a damage juggler, I don't think. But we'll just do that. We'll equip this here. He's got a damage juggler he's got a damage juggler engraved, so it doesn't even make sense to try and break scales right now. I'm in a very strong position overall, just because I can kill this, and then I can hit for a lot. I can hit for a literal lot through using marksman. I can actually marksman get... Oh, he's using marksman. He's using a damage juggler there. Okay, that's fine. So that's one less card in his hand that he can pendulum summon. That's perfectly fine to me. Because I've got instant fusion plus Genix controller. If this had hit, I probably would have actually just gotten Neptibus, even though it's less damage, but it's a summonable monster that can send dragoons and get further cards into my hand. But I think we're good here, because this just negates a pendulum effect, one of his pendulum zone effects at this point. It doesn't destroy it, but it prevents it from being used. At least I believe that's how that interaction works. Like if he were to activate Mirror Conductor here, it would just negate it. It would negate the effect, but it wouldn't destroy the Mirror Conductor. Okay, so damage juggler. The only thing I'm really afraid of here is if he had another pendulum sorcerer, but he just forecasted that he doesn't. Either that or he already has plush fire in his hand, because if he had pendulum wizard, then you'd obviously just search plush fire off that damage juggler, because you'd be able to pop it. At least that's what makes sense in my head. But Trick Clown and that Gigabyte, okay. Interesting. So this isn't a 4 that he can summon. Alright, I'm okay with this, because that means he can only make one rank 4. Either that or that's instant fusion, and in which case, rip. But, even still, I can still just make Trishula next turn through going Norden, bringing back... well, can I make Trish? That's 6, and then Norden is 4. I need to bring back a 2. Nope, can't make Trish. But I can definitely just get Netabus, because what I can do is I can go Instant Fusion, Norden, bring back Neptibus, ditch Dragoons, and then search for something that I'm missing, and then I can normal summon the controller. And that would be a Black Rose. There's a lot of options for me on my next turn, even without seeing what my next card is. There's a lot of options open to me. But I'm going to be taking a lot, and hopefully this isn't Instant Fusion. If this is Instant Fusion, then I actually probably just lose on spot. Because he'll be able to do like 4k to me. I actually have taken a lot of damage unnecessarily because I didn't want to get myself dwellered because of the 2 monster situation that happened earlier. But everything is looking dandy. Yes, alright, so that's Maxi, Valor, one of those. Is what that is. So let's see. I can make Duloran. I can do a lot of things. I can I've got a heavy infantry in my hand too. Ooh. This is a sea serpent. Okay, so what I can do is I can go Instant Fusion Norden. Norden bring back Neptibus. Neptibus ditches Dragoons for no effect. Because it'll be negated by Norden. And then Dragoons will search Diva. I can normal summon Heavy Infantry, normal summon Diva. Diva can get Marksman. And then from that point onward, I can do all these cool things. Or I could just make 101. Do I have 101 in this extra deck? I do. 101 will get a search for Neptibus. And then I can just normal summon Neptibus so I can get all my actual effects. That's just better. 100% better, actually. Because I can just actually do a lot of things. I'm factoring in the fact that, like, in my actual extra deck, I don't have a 101. In IRL, because I don't own one, and I'm trying to get one from whoever might have one, but they just don't have one. Alright, so now what I can do is I can just go Diva into Neptibus. Or I can summon Heavy Infantry, but I actually want Heavy Infantry in my hand because I want to crack his scales with a fucking juicy Megalo. But, otherwise, we'll just do this. We'll activate this, send Dragoons, add Heavy Infantry, and then the Dragoons will add Megalo. Megalo ditching these two. And then I can make Tatsunoko. I can make Tatsunoko, and this is a tuner, unfortunately. Or else I'd just be able to make Tatsunoko into the DeLorean or something like that. But Tatsunoko is a tuner, and so is this. So there is that. But, we'll ditch these. Special Megalo. Do I want to crack his scale, or do I want to just force this? Well, he's surrendering anyway, because even if I didn't pop this, if I popped his scales, I would just be able to tribute Diva, or tribute Netibus, actually, and get Dragoons back, make DuLorean here, and actually just go ham. Ham balls. So yeah, like, even though we both opened questionably, the Valor catching the Sorcerer there was very crucial in letting me stay in the game, and then my cards were just able to snowball into more cards faster than his could. Like I said, I am a huge believer in this deck. I might do a deck profile for it later. Who knows? I don't really know if I'm going to give out the information yet, simply because I might be playing this deck at YCS Atlanta. I'm actually very certain I'm going to be playing this deck at YCS Atlanta. So I don't know if I want to give out that information, but it may not actually matter, so I may decide to do so in the end. But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description with my Facebook pages if you want to check those out, connect with me, chat with me, whatever. You feel free to do so. Click on that if you have not. I greatly appreciate it. It helps make money. There's no reason to lie to you guys about that. If you have an ad block enabled, do me a quick favor and disable it for a few seconds. Click on that, then put it back on when you're done. It's just a great way to show your support and show the things that you like, and just ultimately just motivates me further to make more things of the category of videos that you like to see. It helps us both out. Me as the content creator and you as the viewer. It just makes things run a lot more smoothly, and it definitely helps me out a lot. I cannot stress that enough, and I'd be greatly appreciative if that is something that you can take the time out of your day to do. But I might be playing in ranked with this deck a little bit more. Who knows? I've got to build my ranking back up from the whole Dragoonity fiasco. So there is that. But other than that, that is it for this video. And as always, guys, take care.